Guys,
What up, what up?
welcome to the Grass2Grace podcast.
Exciting night.
Wait, boy, it's not that begin.
No, let's go. Come on, man, let's read it.
Okay, I haven't set the timer.
It's alright, go ahead, load it up, man. Go ahead, load it up. This is backstage performance right now, so it's alright. It can be all part of the show,
Yeah, so I'm about to set this thing real quick and then we good. Oh, yes, okay. I'm
First
ready,
episode.
Yes, sir. I'm excited. Are you?
Yeah, of course.
I don't know. It feels like I cannot contain it. It's like a dream still, but
It's happening,
I'm still trying to process it. You know,
This is like
wake up.
take 52.
I know, right? But you guys
But
watching
hey,
it.
it's happening.
First episode of Grass2Grace show podcast, and we're just gonna be talking about life lessons along our journeys in life.
Yes.
Try to teach a few things and entertain as well.
Yeah.
So I think this is our first episode, so it's only right that we get into intros.
Yeah.
Introduce ourselves to everyone that doesn't know us
Absolutely.
personally, and whoever wants to start first, go for it, man.
I get the honors to start.
You have the honors, brothers.
Of course.
I'll take it. Well, I guess I'm Colton. Been in San Diego for 2 years now. Lived in the East Coast for 9 years. Originally from Cameroon, and
237.
Coming 237, what else?
That's right. It was a struggle growing up. Not average family, and I know when I talk to you guys, I don't want to get anything. Okay, I know where I'm from. Don't tell me shit.
Hey, my mom
It's
always
alright.
say, bro.
Okay, yeah. Average family.
It's your moment, man.
you know.
Shine.
Yeah, so growing up, first of my family, I had this responsibility to take care of my siblings, be a good example.
That's right.
Be good at school, strict parenting, couldn't mess up. I had some ass whoopings, growing up, but I think that put me on the right straight path, right now. Not that I'm a good boy right now, but I'm okay. I'm
We
alright.
know you're not a good boy right
Yeah,
now,
but
man.
it's dude, you don't have to say that now, man. Come on. Okay.
No, yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
but long story short, I'm here in San Diego now. I'm in IT. Recently just did my traditional not going camera.
All right.
Hey, ladies, he's taken, by the way.
Yeah, that's right.
He just did his
That's
no-go.
That's right.
Forget about him. Off the market.
Yeah, he's off the market.
That was an emotional period. I'm still processing it.
Oh man, congrats. Everything aside, congrats. That's a very
Congratulations.
big step. So congratulations to you.
Big
Thank you. Yeah.
All right, well, I'll just follow next. Christian, again, this is a great podcast for us. And we're all three friends that we have conversations off camera. We thought to bring it in front of the camera, so I'm really excited, first of all, to be doing this with you guys. I'm also from Cameroon. I've been here in the United States 10 years, going to 11. And actually been in LA the whole time, LA resident.
Yes,
LA,
sir.
So, hey, if you start in LA, it's hard to go anywhere else to make it home, man.
I got a testament of that. So
I love it out here. I'm in the field of accounting, but mostly in the advertising industry, which is a little bit different from other public accounting and finance and things like that. So it's really good. It's been a journey on its own. Growing up from Cameroon, used to be pretty much was a middle kid if you think about it with my siblings. So everything's a struggle, man. You're fighting those.
The semi-middle kids are the worst, right?
Exactly. So
you guys are insignificant.
if you guys see middle kid syndromes in me, hey man, it's just coming out. And I'm just happy to be here doing this with you guys. And along our journey, you get to know more of me.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess that's me. So.
By the way, I'm also taking. Just so you can.
Well,
He started it.
Are you taking?
I'm taking, man. I'm going.
There you go.
Hey,
There you go.
Officially,
Full disclosure right there.
I feel like we're losing half of our audience already.
Sorry,
You
ladies.
should have kept this for
yeah.
I know, right?
last podcast episode or something.
That's all good, man.
So my name is Wilson Nia. I currently reside in LA. Again from Cameroon.
Oh, I did.
And as Chris mentioned, we this is conversation we see off camera and we talk, and we're doing a podcast. We thought we can make people laugh or educate in some way, or I don't know, whatever it is that entertains you. You might find one or two here.
All right.
I'm in the field of healthcare. I'll be going to medical school, beginning my career over there starting this year.
Where is that?
in New York. So like you mentioned, once you stay in LA, it's hard to go out. So it's like a big change.
It's confirmed. New York is confirmed.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a hard change for me, but I'm gonna be doing what I love. So
Exactly.
I don't mind that. Yeah, so that's it about me.
You can always come back when you're done.
Of course, man. LA is always home. LA is always home. We're gonna hold it down for you.
It's always
anytime.
gonna be in my heart. It has a place in my heart.
That's great.
Yeah. So that's it, right? Let's go right in.
Let's dive right in, guys.
So yes, I'm ready.
You ready for this? Are you ready for this?
I'm ready for this.
All right,
I think
guys.
I'm ready.
Game of Thrones. Oh my god. So, guys, we just finished watching the episode like right now before doing the podcast. Like we literally just switched the TV to the camera and then started
The
doing
energy is
this.
literally in us right
So
now.
we're still like in awe after watching this. And what do you guys think, man? What do you
What do we think?
Like the transition from the first 2 episodes to this one.
0 to 100.
It's just such a
0 to
huge
100.
jump with adrenaline rush, and I'm like it's crazy, everything. Yeah, it started off slow, kind of, with the prep towards the battle and everything, and then you just went to like 0 to 100.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey man, just overall, I gotta say one thing. They better have the next episodes coming up. They better be fine.
Or to keep up to this one.
This everyone watching could just like feel like this was supposed to be like the
But
last
you know
episode.
what? No. But that's the thing with Game of Thrones, though.
Yeah.
They do every season with one epic episode.
I
right?
know.
And it's not usually at the end.
True,
it's usually
true.
in the middle towards the end. If you look at all the seasons, there's always one episode which is not the end, right? That's
Right.
gonna build something.
But I mean, but it's easy to digest because we know the next season is coming. They say this is the final season.
You got a point.
So if you
got a point.
you know what I mean? So
You got a point.
if you don't set the stage for the last few next episodes, if they don't actually bang,
That's true.
we don't have nothing to look forward to. We're gonna be
Exactly.
like, that was
And I feel as though
Yeah.
the way they have set it up, it feels as though like people are more hateful of the Night of Cersei than the Night King. If they've kept her for last, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking because I don't know what they're thinking. Like
Hey, maybe there's something bigger in store.
we
man.
said, oh really? She's more smarter, like more tactical than the
I
Night
think she's
King.
just more evil. The Night King just wants
really?
to wipe out anyone that's in but she has more evil
Cersei
in
would
her.
do
She has more
whatever
evil. Yeah.
to sit on the throne or
Yeah.
to protect her family.
She has more evil
She
in her.
is like the mother of dragons, right? She would protect her.
You know how like we all humans when we interact we talk about there's Satan or there's the devil. But then there's certain humans that you're like, yo, worse than the devil. Have you ever said that to someone? When you say human, Sansa is that human that you can say you're worse than the devil. Like the Night Walkers, the King, the Night King is not as bad as she is.
I mean, because
It'll be interesting.
going with common sense, we would have thought like, okay, the final battle of everything, right? Should be the Night King.
That's what I
but
thought too.
Everything is a prep towards Cersei. You know, that gives her credit to some degree, right?
The better have
Yeah,
something.
look-
I was watching this episode thinking the Night King is going to survive.
So it,
Really? Back again at the end. I didn't know. And I also expected a lot of main characters to die.
Exactly.
Right? I was thinking like half of the staff gonna be gone. Jamie gonna be gone. I feel like, but who died today? That was like a key character.
man.
only person I say is the side dude, man. The side dude.
Oh yeah,
Side dude to Daenerys. I named him the side dude to Daenerys.
So yeah, we call Jorah Momo the side dude.
The side dude. That's the side dude to the Daenerys.
So this is a message to all side dudes out there.
you never win. You're never gonna win.
Just learn from the footsteps of Jorah.
People fight
He
your
protected
life
the woman of his life, even
for
though
someone else.
the woman would never love him
Straight
back.
up, and vice versa for all
But
side
it's
girls.
hard to tell though. Like, do you think he did it for duty or for love?
No, that's love, bro.
Man, that's love, man. That's love.
He looks at her. That's
Yeah,
love.
the side dude, just like the side dude falls in love with the main chick, or if the main or the side chick falls in love with the main dude, it's going nowhere. You're gonna
I
die.
said that
You are
because-
going to die.
I said that because he's an upstanding man. But
I don't know about Ostani. He's had his shady moments. He's had his shady moments.
Yeah. All right, guys. So yeah.
Favorite
How about
scenes.
yes? Let's do our favorite scenes.
wanna
What
go
was your
first?
favorite? Yeah, I can go first.
favorite
So I'm
war
gonna
movie.
be my dude. There was so many. Let's see. Okay.
Big one, man.
The
Big
one big one was the part when Jon Snow fell down from the dragon, right? I was trying to charge towards the Night King.
Right.
And he's just walking like, He's not. I don't hear it coming.
Yeah,
But he hears.
he's
As
little swag
Jon
into
Snow gets closer, he just turns around. And he leaves the stand up.
Just let them.
Oh my god,
like a boss, right?
Let the dead arise.
Yeah.
Arise.
Yeah.
And Jon Snow is sitting there like, oh my god, I am. He's like.
To give Jon some credit, he was trying to run through them though. He didn't just give up.
No, he was expecting
Oh,
that.
yeah.
He was expecting he was gonna get to him before the rose out there.
So that was like a huge.
It was a big
like, you
up.
can see like a disappointment in Jon Snow's face. Like, man, oh my
thought they were
god.
dead.
Like,
He was like before that he like I had my chance. Yeah, no, I have a chance. But
Yes.
after that he was like, okay, I guess I'm
that is a boss ass moment from the Night King,
Definitely.
man. I'm not gonna lie right there. Like
Yeah.
it's really boss. Like how he walks, his demeanor.
Yeah.
It's just so epic. Like I love that scene. That's my
Gotta
favorite.
give it to him.
Yeah. All right, that's mine.
I'll just go next. My favorite moment was, and this is because I've been building this up from the last season. And even when the battle started, we all kind of saw a little slow build up again. Like the first 10 minutes, like we saw was a build up to the main battle. So I'm like, in this battle, the one thing I wanted to see, which I know we didn't see last season, because for me I was like, oh, I saw the Night King last season. I know what he can do. I know he got that swag. I saw him on the horse, everything. So the one thing I wanted to see was the dead dragon. And y'all know this. I was watching it together. I kept saying it.
He was screaming
I was waiting for it.
Every time he's like, this is what I want to see.
Exactly. I
You want to see the dead dragon.
Exactly. I wanted to see when the dragon makes his debut in this season. And behold, when the battle started, the dragons were all spitting fire and all that. I'm like, I know this other dragon's gonna
When
be
he
lit. When he shows up,
it's gonna be havoc.
And then behold, when it just flew right through the skies, niggas, and just blows that blue flames.
Yeah.
We're talking about the flames that come from gasoline, not the one with charcoal. You know what I mean?
I know, right? Yeah.
So now I was like, yeah.
Hey, blue flames is hotter than
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, that's not charcoal, that's gasoline. So I felt good about that, man. That was my favorite
that was
season
good
show.
too. That was good too.
Definitely. What about you, Cole?
All right. Okay, this I know y'all gonna go
Don't-
get
don't
a bit
worry
for
about
this,
it.
alright?
Let's go. Just go for
I
it.
think my favorite scene was the side dude protecting Daenerys at the end.
Wait. Have you been a side?
No.
Hey, you can be honest, bro.
No. That's
We
why
don't judge your past. Don't
judge,
judge your past, bro.
that's why I give a forward before I brought it up, right? It's just because as like you saw the commitment, like he did it. I don't know if it was duty or love. I'm still confused, right?
Love, bro.
But that sacrifice right to the end, and just dying in her arms, and then the dragon kept coming through and like
Just shielding
him with her, and
also
everything.
crying.
Yeah, exactly. I just loved it. I thought that was epic. And again, he's one of the main characters that we lost
He
today,
is,
right?
yeah.
So yeah, I thought that that was pretty.
I mean, I gotta say it was an epic scene because like he was down, but kept slaying.
He
Like
kept going,
he's dying,
exactly.
but he's like going like I will protect this woman. But at the end of the day, I'm like, I mean, you kind of owe her your life anyway because he had really nothing to live for.
Yeah,
so,
that's true, man.
So I was like, I give him respect for that.
Hey, what you do for love, bro?
What you do for love, You die for love.
From last episode, yeah, that was epic.
You guys think Jon Snow would die for her?
That's interesting though.
I'm just
Because
saying.
now,
I'm just saying.
I think yes though.
Just know
Because
that for anybody.
Yeah, I think
Anybody though?
because
I mean, he has a good heart.
Jon Snow is not done for love, but when he loves, he really loves. We've seen from when he was in love with Ygritte, right?
Yeah.
And
But do you think he loved Daenerys the way he loved Ygritte though?
Because that's the thing. They did the love scene so fast. They only showed them like a few times last season,
Yeah.
and then when we see them this season, it's like they're deep in love.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't really get the progress with the love.
Of the love,
So it's
okay.
kind of hard to judge.
Yeah.
I feel like the love is there because Daenerys, right, protected her.
I think
came
Daenerys-
back for her. I was thinking when Jon Snow was lying on the ground. When the white
You kept thinking he was gonna leave her.
Yeah, I thought Daenerys was gonna come and leave her.
Really?
Leave him there, but she came back. So
That's what
I guess
that's what I feel
there's
like.
something there.
Well, when you guys think of evil of Daenerys like that, I knew she was gonna help him no matter what.
Her whole life she's walked towards the throne. She's been working towards the throne.
I know.
Exactly, but you all forget who Daenerys is.
She's not that evil of a person.
Exactly. Even though she did all these things out of principle, like saving the slaves, like giving them liberty and all
Right.
that stuff. So I feel like even though she's been working towards this throne thing, right?
Yeah.
And it's all in her mindset. It's an ego thing, and we have all these people looking at her like the queen and everything. But I think deep down, like she would do anything, even if because people were saying like she was going to like counter Jon Snow because he's the rightful heir.
Hey,
but I think
she killed people who would bow to her.
Okay,
she killed cold-blooded Italians.
But this is my thing.
Right? The Italians were not gonna bend the knee, and she killed them.
I can't see Cotton's point because Daenerys, like, she can be ruthless if you are somebody that she deemed someone that crossed them before. You look exactly like that person.
Did the Italians ever?
No, I'm saying that if you look like someone that crossed them before, she will not give you the chance to betray him.
I think she's cold-blooded, but she can be very warm when she needs to.
Because when she killed those people, like, she was sold into slavery by her own brother and those that were high ranking. Like, she was slow, and she was royalty, but she was slow. I mean, sold to the what was his name as a wife, but it was pretty much just given as a gift. So she feels like all those guys that she slaved, pretty much, they didn't cross him, but they looked like the type of people that crossed him before, and she didn't want to give them an opportunity to even cross her. So I feel like when she came across Jon Snow, she met this man that has the courage to belittle. Like, he doesn't care to come to her and beg for her to come join fight the war. He was not on a high horse. Jon Snow left his throne. He validated his throne as the king of the north to come ask for help. And he said he would do that for his people. So I think that's what drew him. It's like, this is a different kind of dude. This is a different kind of man right there. And I feel like there's no way she was gonna leave him in that battlefield. I actually feel like she's more in love with him than he is with her. I feel like
I feel like Jon Snow is not feeling the incest thing that's going on. Like he's been kind of like
we're pulling back a little bit after when he kind of noticed.
I'm screwing my auntie, bro. It's like, hey, I'm out of here. I'm not.
I feel like Jon Snow got a shake too, but it was a great.
It was great. Great cinematic. Great episode. Great way to tell the story. Dude, I enjoyed it. I don't know about you guys. Yeah. This is why probably one Battle of the Bastards.
The Bastards.
I don't know. This is like they're close. I don't think this is like more, but I'm just because this is longer. Maybe that's why.
They set the stage for this one. Every scene was like almost the build up to every scene.
That's why it makes it so fulfilling. Yeah, that's good.
But what do you guys say? What like real quick? What was your most surprising moment in this episode?
Arya. I did not see Arya.
Me too.
Dropping that knife. Dropping the knife, catching it with the other hand, and stabbing. I thought she was gone.
When he got her.
Why are you even going to the knife? I did not see her killing the Night King. I thought that was Jon Snow's duty.
I wanted Jon Snow to be the one.
Jon Snow's duty. I thought that was reserved for him. That honor was reserved for him.
Last episode when they revealed that he was actually the true king of the 7 kingdoms, I was like, that means it's on you to bring this home. I felt like that was
I felt the same way too. Yeah. So
what about you guys?
Go ahead, finish.
I don't know. I just
most surprising one.
Yeah. It was
not seeing
not scenario. I think I'll go with you on that.
I mean, as much as I would want to find something else, I gotta admit that was the most surprising.
I think we all agree on that.
Yeah, we totally agree. And I just know that trick, as soon as she dropped the knife, I was like, flashback of what had happened before. I told you guys that she had learned that trick before, so I knew. That was really surprising.
And one other thing is, it wasn't like a surprising moment, but it was just how powerful the Night King's army was.
Yeah.
I did not expect that they were going to really overwhelm. I mean, I had some hope that their army was going to put a dent, right? But it was just so overwhelming for them. There was nothing. So the strategy we had plotted from the start, right? That killed the Night King and
the rest will fall.
I guess it worked out, but
cool. No, I mean, it was definitely great. So, hey guys, it was a great episode. I guess we have to run into other topics for today. One more topic to get into. There's been a lot of mass shootings going on, guys. I don't know if you guys have been watching for
time out. Let me check out.
Before we get into the next topic, just go ahead and check. Yeah.
Right, we're good. 19 minutes.
Oh, good. So I mean, we've had a lot of like just a global issue going on with mass shootings.
Introduce them again.
So we just finished talking about Game of Thrones. Our next topic for today, definitely going into the mass shootings that's going on.
Yeah, while we're enjoying, we're lucky to sit in front of our TV and watch DVR Game of Thrones. There's other people around the world who are not so lucky. And
damn, what a bummer!
Yeah, I know. But that's part of why we do this. Maybe we can to kind of spread word around things that are happening around us, positive, negative, something that our audience can watch and
Absolutely.
learn. That's our hope is that we can spread the word, educate people, inspire people, affect someone out there.
Yeah,
right?
or even like say console and just get some perspective into what happens in the world, and
deeply.
How we
Deeply.
can look at it. Yeah,
My heart goes for all those that have lost people, family members in this situation, because it's really one of the worst things to know when your loved one or family goes out and just doesn't come back.
Yeah.
And it's not because of an accident, it's because of the ruthless behavior of someone who decided that he's worth taking other people's lives.
Yeah, we're talking about the incident in Sri Lanka.
Yeah, so I think you haven't mentioned what you're talking about.
We're just talking about it's a global issue because we had the one in New Zealand and then we had the one in Sri Lanka, but then we recently had one close to home in San Diego.
What was the main issue though?
The main issue for that, I can't say the main issue, but I just know what happened was pretty much this guy's the terrorist attack. This guy came in with a semi-automatic weapon in a Jewish synagogue.
Yeah.
Let's loose with the automatic weapon. Now this lady, she's about 60 years old. She protected the rabbi, from what I read, the rabbi of the synagogue. This lady actually literally took the bullet for him, like went in front of, stood in front of it, and she was one that got killed. Others got injured, but she got killed.
So we're talking about in reference to those shootings, that the bombings that just happened.
Yeah, we're talking about
no, I'm talking about the one in San Diego recently.
Oh, you're talking about San Diego?
Yeah, that one just hit home recently. I'm just in the most recent one was that one.
Okay.
But Sri Lanka one, if anybody else has more to talk on that, I don't really have more content on that, so I know you guys probably have more to talk on that.
Yeah, well, it was the Easter incident where we have like 207 people passed away, multiple injured and in hospitals still recovering.
Yeah,
and it's just unfortunate that on a day where people think on the day of peace, celebrating peace, Easter, and something which is supposed to be holy and something which is supposed to be peaceful, and then which is sort of marked with tragedy at the same time.
It's a bad taste in the mouth, man.
Yeah, it's sad because even as a result of that, Muslims in Sri Lanka could not even go to the mosque on Friday the following week because for fear of reprisals from
that.
Yeah, other groups. So it's kind of funny how the one thing or the one day where we think we were supposed to have peace or commemoration with our Creator is that one day that
something tragic
tragedy is happening, and it's just a sad state of things in our world today. And unfortunately it's something which we have to continuously deal with going forward. And
yeah, the main point we need to talk about, which we were talking about off camera, was, again, you guys mentioned that there was a report that they actually had warnings of this thing coming. So they had this warning. I don't know if you can just lay that out real quick so we can then chime in on that.
So basically what the news is saying.
Can I say something?
Oh, yeah, sure.
But before you go, before you guys go into the detail, it's like I just want to say that these things are happening so often that we have become a lot of people are becoming so desensitized to it, right?
Yeah.
It's almost like every other 2 weeks, right? There's some mass shooting, some mass bombing going on somewhere around the world, right? It's always something, and it's happening so much that prayers up for this country or for this thing or for this number of people is not enough, right?
Yeah,
and that's it's up to us to start taking action. And again, something like this might help, spreading the word, but this is not enough. We've got to do more. We got to do more to help to change policies. In fact, do whatever it takes at your own level. And sometimes, when things like this happen, you might feel so insignificant that whatever you do might not be enough. But every little bit helps, right? Change always starts with individuals, right?
Yeah.
It starts with you, then coming together like this, and then you build, and then that's how change happens. That's how change is always happening.
Yeah, we have to start talking about what we need to do on our end, what we need to do, what we can do to affect change about this. And just before, like I said, like you mentioned, again, it's something that we look at. It's like a Trump tweet.
Yes.
Like it's become like a Trump tweet. Like you wake up and you hear Trump send a tweet, it's like, oh, another tweet. It's just the same way. Another bombing, another shooting. Like we're getting so numb to it, which that actually brings down the humanity in us. Like the human part of us starts to die down. Like the empathy part of it. There was sympathy, if you want to say.
Yeah.
Where you don't feel it as much. You don't have sympathy for those because it happens every day. So you don't even feel it as much. And it's like.
And more to it is that it happened in Sri Lanka. How many times do you hear Sri Lanka?
Sri Lanka in the news,
in the
man.
news, right? Yeah, exactly. I was thinking to myself, like, hey, I mean, what can I do? I'm here in the US, like, what can I do to say
This you're doing something by talking about it.
but this is something.
This is something. It's a
But
start.
just to allude to what the point you're talking about, the Muslims being not the fear of going to the mosque the following day because the fear of suppression or that they might get killed. And that's the thing though, because when things like that happen, more people are affected.
Oh yeah,
Right?
become more paranoid.
These Muslim people in Sri Lanka, these are good people.
Yeah.
But the world now is going. Oh, not the world, but most people over there are gonna see Muslims.
A lot of
right?
shallow people.
Yeah, they're gonna see every Muslim now. It's like that, but
That's right.
not. It's just a small percentage, and
Fraction of people,
they use
It's a
this
dot.
Muslim for the to perpetrate the bad deeds.
Oh, yeah.
And this is what this heritage did.
Yeah.
And guess who has to suffer? The families of the victims and these Muslims who are going about their own business normally, right? Good people out
Yeah.
there. Now they might get killed. They might get attacked.
Oh yeah, now they're targets. Just because
they become targets.
Yeah,
Actually,
well,
That's a good point you brought up because the article, they say it goes back to history. You know, this is a group of people for the separatist movement from the government,
Right.
and there was the government used a heavy hand on them, and you know, so ever since that time there have been reprisals from them, and it is just like a revenge attack on how much reprisal the government had inflicted upon them, and it's coming in form of a religious attack somehow. Meanwhile, you know, it could not be the source of the conflict. It could not be like, hey, this is Muslim against Christian. It's something political, secessionist, which is being reflected to us now in the news as religious. But it's unfortunate, you know. I'm just highlighting your point. You know, like the innocent Muslims who have no clue how this thing started, but it's just a portrayal now in the news.
Oh, yeah, it's an umbrella blame that they decide to cast, and then you're just casting it among an entire group of people.
A lot of Muslims who
Oh man, they're amazing. They're one of the best people you can ever work with. They're so devout to their faith, and they're so honest.
This is very small, like 1%, right?
Not even.
And if you ask like the average person is gonna think Muslim is a bad religion. Trust me. If you go on the streets and do a survey now, like Muslim is a bad religion, because guess what? These people do these things, and then the news perpetrates them as Muslim being bad. Right?
Yeah,
right?
it's mostly,
and that's why even when Trump came out, it's like, oh, we're gonna ban Muslim people from coming in from this country. Come on, man.
Yeah,
I mean, anyways, we're going like way.
I know. It's a deeper issue that we have to address.
Okay, let's go. I think you were
real quick. Yeah, I was just saying, let's address the point that we heard news and things came out that there was a possibility that they were warned against this, and we're talking over here about this.
It started going into some sort of like conspiracy. But this is what happened. So the Indian government, they say about 2 or 3 weeks ago, had sent information to the Sri Lankan government about the time, the people, the venue where everything was going to happen. Like all the information. Hey, this is what we have. Act on it. And they said even the morning before it was supposed to happen, there was still like some communication between the Indian government and the Sri Lankan intelligence, and it was not acted upon. So the question is it incompetence?
Oh.
Is it bad faith between both countries? They don't trust each other?
Right.
What is it? Like, what does it take to act on credible information and prevent such?
What do you think, Will?
I was going to let you go.
Without getting to the specifics, because I gotta be honest, I'm not speaking from a position where I know what happened. That's why I was asking you to lay the information down. But just when we're having the conversation again, it's very rare that a government gets a credible threat against its people and not act at all on it. Like it's very rare for something like that to happen unless there's some other agenda behind it or there's some other doubt behind it, which is why I was saying that I feel like if indeed people feel like, or they feel like the Sri Lankan government did not act upon this, but they had that. My point was, can you imagine how many threats they get each day, or that's any economy to in the US, how many threats they get each day about possible terrorist attacks or possible threats that are coming in. But in order to assess that quickly and turn over and determine this one is credible enough for us to divert resources to it without necessarily causing alarm or attack or freaking people out only to realize it's nothing. You have to do risk management. There's a lot of risk management that goes into it. And like I was saying, it could also be that the Sri Lankan government didn't really have as much faith from the